tap or whip, about to run up the milk, turn me up a little,
I've been with you for 4 years. Like, why would you not put me on your life insurance policy?
You're not my wife.
But that doesn't mean anything. I've been doing everything for you as if I am your wife. Like,
Okay, I understand that, but why would I put you on my life insurance policy? You know,
so who are you putting on there?
my mom, my sister.
Your sister.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like, your sister haven't been around in 2 years, and you want to put her on.
It doesn't matter. She was here before you.
$1 million life insurance policy.
Yeah.
You put your sister. Okay, this don't even make no sense. Like,
So you gonna have my life insurance money, then you get with another guy?
It's all,
and you gonna spend it on
so
him?
what? I don't
What?
care. Like, it don't even matter at this point. Like, you should put me first in the first place.
Put
as
you
your
first before my
beneficiary.
kids?
Yes.
You tripping?
I'm really not. So what
You
you
are.
gonna do?
Keep everything the same on my life insurance
Nah, this
policy.
is what you're not gonna do. We're gonna switch.
I mean, I'll have my
We're gonna
mom.
put me
I'll
as
have
your-
my mom give you
we're gonna
something.
put me- We're gonna put me as your beneficiary, and that's that. End of discussion.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
They're not married. I don't see a need for him to put her on the policy or make her a beneficiary. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't compute. They're not married, right? And I think he said that his mom is on it. If she's just a girlfriend, then she hasn't earned that right, especially if he hasn't even proposed to her, nothing like that. She said, well, I do wifely things. We don't know what she does, but it's up to his discretion. It's his money. It is what it is.
Let's say your boyfriend was going to the strip club 2 times a week. Would you have an issue with that?
Yeah, because I feel like that's already an unspoken rule in a relationship. You don't
How?
go into the strip club.
Well, you shouldn't go to bars and clubs when you're in a relationship.
Is that an unspoken rule?
I mean, yeah, it is.
It kind
it's
of
like
is.
common sense.
You shouldn't really be like partying with your single female friends or single friends for that matter if you're in a relationship.
What is the positive
Well, you
ROI
guys are
on-
older.
well,
Maybe
listen,
that's what you think in your own dating life, but we're young. That's not how it works for us.
She's 20 and she agrees with us. She's
Okay.
younger than you.
Okay.
So that your entire argument just went down the trash.
Said that legally.
Uh-huh.
I'm saying like legally there's a double standard. Why?
If I get a girl pregnant,
Like women have the right not to be mothers. Men don't have the right not to be fathers. From a legal perspective, she can still put you on child support.
right.
My thing is like we have more power when it comes to reproduction because even if you do get pregnant, who has the power to get an abortion? We do. And even if we have the kid, who has the power to give it up for adoption? We do. And even if we keep the kid, who has the power to get a guy on child support? We do. And then who also has the option to get married to the guy and then leave and take half? We do.
Got him. We got him.
Feminism has given women a lot of power and taken power away from men. And then what happens is a lot of the time women generally tend to use that power to their advantage when and where they see fit. So like in these cases, like in the cases of abortion, like look, my body, my choice, my body, my choice. I get to choose. I get to choose. All right, cool. I'm a dad. I get to choose not to. Oh, you're a deadbeat dad. It's like, what's that all about? Like, if you can get to choose not to be a mother, why can't I get to choose not to be a dad?
You know what's crazy? Women really do hold all of the bargaining chips when it comes to like bringing kids into this world. A man has no say so. So, you know, a lot of times these guys get stuck footing the bill for a woman. She could have did anything else but have that kid, knowing damn well that dude didn't have his stuff together and still kept the child, right? It's ridiculous, actually. I knew dudes in high school in 9th grade who got a girl pregnant. Why would you keep it? I mean, it doesn't make sense. What can a 15-year-old do for a baby? It just doesn't make sense. It's that single motherhood generational curse that is bestowed upon them. That's all it is.
But you men have such a large selection of women. You can really do...
Y'all standards be too unrealistic, first of all.
What's the unrealistic standard?
Bro, y'all
What's the
standards?
unrealistic
No.
standard?
Yo,
okay, all right.
wake up, don't Samuel. Wake up, don't Samuel, bro. Wake up, don't Samuel, bro.
No, y'all standards be funny because y'all can't even match up to half of the standards y'all ask for. Y'all can't pay for nobody. Y'all can't provide for nobody. Y'all can't do nothing that y'all asking for. Yeah, y'all do that plus be mentally there for you and do. Yo, bro,
Yet again, if a man asks to cook,
stop it, and then y'all can't even do.
It's an issue. But look at the requirements y'all ask.
Hold on, his responsibility in life, regardless of if a give him recognition or not, or anybody, is to provide. We don't give a doing it for our record.
Exactly.
We don't give a recognition. We're doing it because we have to.
Yes.
We don't give a. They don't give a as soon as you become a man.
Facts.
Child only, children
Damn.
and women. This is facts.
Real factual.
I have to really hit y'all with because sometimes y'all be forgetting.
you ever nosy about people's divorce and wonder, like, what was the final straw? Like, why did they end? Well, I'm gonna tell you. Now, this is the short version, and I can go into more detail if people have questions. But in 2019, I had an affair.
Nasty bitch.
One of my friends got mad at me and messaged my husband and told him everything.
It's an evil world we live in. But hey, I'm gonna keep living.
We were 6 weeks from closing on a custom-built house, which he canceled. But I didn't leave until June of 2021. So what happened between August of 2019 and June of 2021? Well, after finding out about my affair, he got me into psychotherapy and got us into a religious marriage counselor. Now, props to him for getting me into a psychotherapist, because this man specialized in sexual trauma, and he was really able to help me process some stuff I went through as a child. But after finding out about my affair, he became very controlling. So while I was going to therapy, I basically had to come home and report back to him everything that I had talked about or processed through, so I had no privacy. He had access to all my social medias. I actually had to delete my social media for 6 months. And then when I got back on, I had to delete like half of my following and friends, and then he had my login. So for some reason, if someone messaged me, it would go first to his phone. I was completely isolated. But I gave up those freedoms because I had messed up. And you have to realize that I didn't just betray him, I betrayed my own morals. I had never even cheated on a boyfriend before. So I was processing a lot in this, and I felt extremely guilty. And I tried to not feel ashamed, because I know shame puts you in a spiral, and I was trying to just feel guilty so I could change my ways and process and make sure it never happened again. So March of 2020, I told him, hey, I need some more privacy. I need some space. I need to be able to have a girls' night. I actually have the list of my demands that I was asking him for. It asked for criticism to be only once a week. It asked for privacy, so that way I could have like conversations with my girlfriends, like open and honestly. And I asked him to keep everything that was in our marriage between him and his therapist and one other friend, because at that time he was running and telling his friends everything that I did, said, was doing, anything. He agreed to my demands, and then COVID hit, so we were stuck in the house together for 6 weeks, right after I asked for space. But that wasn't the nail in the coffin. That came a year later when my dad went into cardiac arrest and was on life support for 10 days. And I'm gonna have to go to a part 2, I'm sorry.
Fellas, I'm telling you right now, it's a bad idea to let your girl go on a girls trip, man. Especially if she's going with single friends, it's not going to be good. Because single friends are going to want to have just as much fun as they would normally have if her married self wasn't there. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to meet a bunch of guys. They're all going to hang out. And guess what? Those single girls are not going to be in your girl ear reminding her that she's taken. It's not going to happen like that. I'm sorry. I've been in too many situations like that. Out of town, and you meet a bunch of girls. It's going down. It's straight like that. Alcohol involved? It's a wrap, man. Don't let her go on no girls trip if you really want your relationship to work. And if she the type that wants to persist on going, break up with her.
Come take care of you. When do you want me to be ugly? When do you want me to be ugly and boring? Because I bet if I was ugly and boring, we would have no issues, because I would be easily malleable.
I'm smiling, but it ain't funny.
You could play with me like a piece of clay. You can't do that when I know who the I am. You can't shape me and mold me into something that I know who the I'm not. So stop fucking with bitches that already know who they are. If you want somebody you can shape. You can't shape me. You either like what the I'm coming with or you don't.
You were young and...
If you told a man that you wanted to go get your nails done and they cost $100, and he said, how much is your nails, babe? And he gave you $100. Would that turn you off?
No, because my nails was $100.
Oh, that would turn
I gotta
me
add
off.
my own tip. No, that's not gonna turn me off.
That wouldn't really turn
That's
me
not gonna turn me off.
nails, because I never really
That
asked
would
for
turn me
like,
off.
Nails
I think it's
at that
offensive.
point,
Fellas, this is the type of woman that you should absolutely avoid at all costs. She ain't nothing but a liability and has nothing to offer. I promise you that, man. How are you gonna get mad at a guy for giving you what you asked for? You said it cost $100, that's what he gave you. If he wants to give you anything more, that's up to him. He shouldn't be forced to have to give you something more. And why are you worth something more? I don't see it.